Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. So today I'm going to create a masterboard using vintagey style papers. I just wanted to make another one because I have a glue crew swap coming up or going on right now, and I'm swapped with I think 4 people, and I want to be able to have artist trading cards on hand. And so I'm going to do a vintagey batch. I've already done a Christmas masterboard, and then I'm going to do a colorful one for my next masterboard. I am going to speed this up and do a voiceover because this takes a really long time. So grab a snack, grab a cup of tea, grab a coffee, grab your glue sticks. Let's do this. Hey, it's Nikki in his house. All right, so what I'm going to do for this voiceover is do a game of Would You Rather. So I came up this morning with a few questions for Would You Rather. I just made these up off the top of my head, and I printed them out, and I thought it would be really fun to do the Would You Rather while you watch me make this masterboard. Okay, first one. Would you rather spill glitter or Mod Podge on your carpet? Okay, this is a hard one for many different reasons. They both suck. That would really not be good if either of those got on my carpet. I would have a heart attack. But the one I would pick would be I would rather have Mod Podge, because that I think you could eventually get out. Glitter, herpes of the craft world. It's there for keeps. You got it for life. You would be finding glitter for the rest of your life. Doesn't matter how much you cleaned it up, vacuumed it, washed it, whatever. It's going to stick to everything. So my answer is Mod Podge. Would you rather have an endless supply of glue sticks or an endless supply of fussy cuts? I think I would rather have an endless supply of fussy cuts, and I'll tell you why. Glue sticks are relatively inexpensive, and I would save a lot of time and a lot of hand pain if my items were already fussy cut and I could just glue. That's kind of a no-brainer for me. That's what I would pick. Okay. Would you rather eat glue or eat paper? Okay, so I would obviously pick eat glue, and I'll tell you why. Clearly I have a story for every single one of these questions. I actually did get in trouble in kindergarten for eating paste. So I have in fact eaten glue and got in trouble for it, and I don't regret it for nothing. That paste was minty and it was delicious. Do not make it smell good if you don't want kids to eat it. Hello. All right. Next, would you rather craft inside on a rainy day or craft outside on a nice day? Both are great. Both have their pros and cons, but ultimately I would hands down rather craft inside on a rainy day. That is my jam. That is actually what I'm doing while I'm recording this right now. It's pouring down rain right now, and I absolutely love crafting on a rainy day. Would you rather have free random magazines for life or pay for magazines full of epic fussy cuts? Okay, so if they're random, I guess you wouldn't really know what you're getting, so you'll just kind of have to make the best of it, which is kind of fun for me. I do get free magazines, so it's kind of, I do use what I have, and it's the thrill of the hunt for me. Oh, that's a tough one. I might actually pay for the good magazines. If it has epic items to fussy cut in it, I might actually pay for it, because that just makes your experience all the more fun, right? When you like what you're gluing down. But that's a tough one. That is a tough one, I will say. Okay. Would you rather lose all your craft supplies or all your finished projects? Ooh, that's tough because we put our heart and soul into our projects, right? I would rather lose my projects because my craft supplies are my babies, and it's taken me years to collect them, and they've been gifted to me, or I bought them. I would keep my craft supplies. I can always make something else. Would you rather have a shopping spree at the craft store that lasts only 5 minutes or a free shopping spree at a thrift store that lasts 10 minutes? Okay, so both have their pros and cons. The only reason why I wouldn't pick a thrift store, because I think that would be awesome, is you never know what you're going to find. So you might not really find much in 10 minutes, right? Like what if it's one of those days where like everything's been picked through, but at the craft store, I can find a lot of stuff I want and need in 5 minutes, especially because I know the whole entire layout of the store. So I would probably pick the craft store. Would you rather only be able to use your non-dominant hand while crafting, or be able to use your dominant hand, but only for 5 minutes with 2 hours space in between? Ooh, that's, man. Okay. I'm pretty good with my left hand. I wouldn't say I'm totally ambidextrous, but I can do a lot with my left, and I actually do a lot of left-handed things, even though I'm right-handed. I think I would do the 5 minutes with 2 hours in between, because I like breaks in between, because I get stiff from sitting and all that kind of, ooh, that's tough, man, because you get into a project and you just want to keep going for like hours. I would have to pick my dominant hand. I think I would just get too frustrated, because you guys know how anal and picky I am. I'm picking my dominant hand for 5 minutes. Would you rather use dull scissors or cheap glue sticks? Dull scissors, 100%. I do not waste my time with cheap glue sticks. I don't care if Joe Schmo in Indiana or New York or Idaho says they work for them. They do not work for me. I hate them. My stuff always peels up. I am going with the dull scissors. Invest in good glue sticks. But no shade if you like the cheap ones. I mean, you do you. If it works for you, do it. Sometimes different climates have different effects with glue, so that might be why they work for some people and not for others. Although I do know one particular person who does like the cheap Dollar Tree glue sticks, and they do not work. The Jot ones, they have never worked good for me. The other brands at Dollar Tree, yes, but not the Dollar Tree brand for me personally. Okay, would you rather have a fussy cutting fairy or a craft room maid? Craft room maid, hands down. Please clean up all my paper scraps that fall on the floor, vacuum, organize. Oh my God, that girl would be organizing her little tushy off every shift. Maid. Would you rather be bad at a craft you love or great at a craft you hate? Ooh, I would rather be bad at a craft I would rather be bad at a craft I love than good at a craft I hate, because it's all about having fun with what you're doing. Who cares whether you're great at it or not? If you're relaxed and enjoying yourself and you're having fun, that's all that matters. So yeah, 100%. If I'm bad at it, I'd still rather do it if I like it. Who cares? Okay. Would you rather get a paper cut while crafting or glue your fingers together while crafting? Probably a paper cut, because I can just put some, a little Neo on there, wrap it up with a Band-Aid and continue on. Yeah, I think that's what I would pick. Would you rather only be able to do one craft for the rest of your life, or do a new craft every day for the rest of your life? So you can't repeat it. Every day is something new. This is a tough one for me, because I get bored with certain crafts very easily. You guys see I have a million different glue books going at once. I have to switch it up, but at the same time, I'm kind of still doing the same thing, but just in different forms. I think I would pick one craft for the rest of my life, because here's the thing. What if you do something like, say you do, I don't know, needle felting, and you've never done it before, and you're like, holy crap, where has this been all my life? I'm addicted. Boom. Tuesday comes along. You can't do it ever again. So yeah, I would pick the one craft for the rest of your life. Would you rather use Mod Podge or glue sticks? Or, okay, these are just like this or that's. Okay, so would you rather have this or that? Mod Podge or glue sticks? Glue sticks, only because I use them far more. I know a lot of people glue book with Mod Podge. I don't like to do it that way. I like to use a glue stick, so I'm picking glue stick. Scissors or paper trimmer, if you could only pick one. Ooh, that's tough. My paper trimmer, I literally use every single day. I also use scissors every day. And with scissors, if I'm cutting something straight, it's not actually going to be perfect like it would be with a paper trimmer. Oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I decide? I would have to pick scissors. I would have to pick scissors because I have to fussy cut. Oh my gosh, that's a tough one for me. Okay. A ruler or a cutting mat? Oh my gosh, you're killing me, Smalls. And by Smalls, I mean me, because I'm the one that made these. And what's funny is I just made these an hour ago and I already forgot what they were. Oh, ruler or a cutting mat. I love my ruler because obviously I like straight things. I use it for lots of different things as well. Oh man, my cutting mat though. You cut on it. I guess my ruler, because if I couldn't use my ruler with my cutting mat, what's the point of using it, right? Oh, that's okay. I'm going ruler just because I can tear things with it. I can, yeah, okay. Ruler. Corner rounder or hole punch? I'm going to pick corner rounder. I feel like I use a corner rounder way more than I use a hole punch. And with a hole punch, I can just like poke a pencil through something and make a hole. So yeah, I'm picking, unless it's something thick. You know what? I'm thinking way too much into this. Okay. I'm going with corner rounder. Cardstock or scrapbook paper? This is another tough one because I use a lot of cardstock for projects as bases and stuff like that. But I like scrapbook paper more for gluing and pages. I'm going to have to go with scrapbook paper because if I want something thicker, I could glue multiple pieces together if I had to. But with cardstock, I can't make it thinner. I'm going with scrapbook paper. Okay. Composition notebook or professionally made glue book / junk journal? Honestly, I would pick a composition notebook, and I tell you why. For me personally, when I get something new and it's nice, I have a hard time working in it. I've always been the kid that like saved my colored pencils and didn't use them because I wanted them to stay perfect and I liked the way they looked. You know, got paint and didn't really want to use them because I wanted them to stay nice and perfect. I've always been that kind of person. So composition notebooks allow me to kind of have the freedom of, one, it's inexpensive, and two, it's kind of nice when it's a little messy. You get a few wrinkles in there, you know what I mean? But if it's something that's like really nicely done, I don't know. But then again, I love making glue books and journals, but when I want to create them, I don't always want to use one that I made because it's fun when you get one from somebody else with different papers and see how they put it together. It's different. So that's kind of fun. So that's, I'm going to go with composition notebooks just because I love them so much. But that's a tough one because I do like working in other people's stuff because I didn't make it. And that's kind of fun to flip through. But I also feel like I would have a hard time working in it because I like to keep things nice and perfect. I don't know. Okay. Washi tape or stickers? Oh my gosh. I mean, they're both kind of stickers, but oh, that's a hard one. I'm going with, oh, that's a hard one. I'm going with stickers. Oh, that was tough. I'm actually like, my heart is racing right now. These decisions are just too hard for me on a Wednesday morning. Okay. All right, here we go. Next. Water-soluble ink pads or permanent ink pads? Okay. I just talked about this in a video. That might be why I came up with this question. I prefer permanent ink pads because I don't want my stuff smearing everywhere. I don't want when it's in a page and like touching another page that it can like transfer. I do know that there are great things about, you know, water ink pads or whatever. You know, you can squirt water on them and make watercolor paints. You can, you know, add water to them and mix them together. I don't know. There's pros and cons to both, but ultimately I pick permanent. Okay. Markers or colored pencils? Markers, because they're easier on my hands. Napkins or rice paper? I'm picking napkins because they're cheaper. Rice paper I've never worked with and I've always wanted to, but I cannot justify the price. It is just too expensive. Maybe I'll get my hands on some in 2023, but I don't know. It's just too much. Listen to music or watch a movie while crafting. I do both on the daily, but I think if I had to choose, it would be watch a movie because I also just listen to it, especially because I tend to watch, when I'm crafting, I only watch movies that I've already seen because I don't have to pay attention. I can listen and know what's happening in the movie and visualize the scene. I mean, but I do have my TV right here so I can look up. And last but not least, craft at night or craft in the morning. I never craft at night because I craft during the day for my job. And at night, I'm usually very tired. So that's when I rest for the day because, you know, I almost got through a video without mentioning the fact that I have fibromyalgia. It just pops up every video. I have to rest the last half of my day because my body just hurts too much. So as much as I would like to craft at night because I think it's very peaceful, I like it during the day where I have natural light. I'm more awake. I'm also an early to bed, early to rise kind of gal. So in the morning, hands down. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Would You Rather segment of this video. It was really fun to do. I was talking kind of fast because I wanted to make sure I got through all the questions, but let me know your answers down below. I mean, obviously you don't have to answer every single one, but which question would be the hardest, I guess, for you to answer? Because I had some that were very hard for me to answer as well. All right, well, we're just about done here, and then I will cut this up, and I'm going to come back and show you what they all look like. Because I'm doing a voiceover, I already know what they look like, and there were some that I wasn't overly happy with, but here's the thing, if this happens to you as well, you can always add more. I mean, you can add more paper on top, stickers, embellishments, ephemera, you know what I mean, to hide those areas that you're not super happy with. And sometimes they just don't look very good in the moment because you haven't decorated them yet. And once you add stuff on top, those little things that you don't like are completely gone. And I get 15 artist trading cards out of this piece of poster board. It is 11 inches by 14 inches, and you get them in a 4-pack at the Dollar Tree. I mean, you could buy one of their huge pieces and do that too. That would be fun. Oh my gosh, could you imagine the big piece of poster board? That would take forever, but I kind of want to do it now. That would be a challenge, huh? I'm doing it. Nobody steal my idea. I'm going to go get a big piece of poster board. I think it would be fun if we did like a little craft get together and I just rolled out one big piece of paper and we all worked on it the whole weekend. And by the end, we all get to cut it up and take a piece home. That would be fun. That would be so fun. I really want to craft with you guys, like in person. I need to figure out this retreat. I mean, I know the place. I just got to figure all this stuff out and go visit and stuff like that. It's been a rough year for me. I have so much on my plate. I don't know what I'm thinking. And the fact that my dad just passed and stuff. So I'm, you know, obviously I want to have my retreat next year. So I'm going to definitely get up there soon after the holidays and stuff and kind of check it out. Halfway through this, I was like, this is ugly. I hate it. And then I tell myself this every time I do a masterboard, that I always hate it and that, you know, you just got to trust the process and keep going and everything will be okay. But yeah, it ended up turning out really cute. I really like it. All right, guys, I'm going to skip forward to the next part. See you in a minute. All right, guys, I'm back and I just cut up all the ATCs. So I haven't even looked at them yet. So let's see how they look. So I don't know which side is upside down or not. I don't like that this bottom right here is like, see the bottom corner? Oops. But when you decorate it, that stuff goes away. This one's cute. Okay. All right. Wait, you guys can't see those, sorry. Sorry, I'm watching these guys out here. You're walking in front of my house. One of them's just digging in his nose, but they kind of look like they're casing things. That's weird. There's a guy jamming out in his truck across the street from my house. Okay. You guys can probably hear the music right now. All right, there's that. Oh wait, this one goes this way. This one goes this way too. Okay, some of these I'm not a huge fan of. Weird, my Christmas one, I loved almost every single one. Let me move these up just a smidge. There we go. Man, he is jamming. All right. And then we have these three. Well, that was fun. Now I have bases just ready to go. I can decorate them whenever, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to add more things to these. All right, guys, I hope you had a good time hanging out with me and enjoyed the Would You Rather segment of this video. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, it helps me out more than you know, and I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and until next time, bye.